Thanks for tuning in to the Day Party Podcast. This is your host, Go Lucky. This is another story time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Day Party Podcast. Yeah. This time to start this off, man. First of all, um, right here, this story I'm about to tell, it is 100% true. It is 100% factual. You feel me? And this story I'm about to tell y'all, I only told maybe two people. My own mom and dad. No, I did mention. Yep, I did mention it to my daddy. Maybe 3 years ago, being removed out of high school. I mentioned it to my daddy. But other than that, it's an untold story. So basically, this story takes place, out of Greenos High School. That's where I went to high school at Shreveport, Louisiana. If you went to high school with me, my junior year, 96, 97, I would consider myself a superb athlete. You know what I'm saying? Football and track. That's what I was known for. And like I said, in this story that I'm sharing, this is a 100%. This is a 100% true story. And so okay, check this out. Alright. Now my senior year at Greedos was one of my best years, sports wise. I competed in the 4x1, 4x2, the 4x4, and I did the open quarter. My senior year, the open quarter, if you don't know what the open quarter is one time around, right? So, my senior year in high school, nobody beat me in the quarter. No athlete, no school, I don't care where you was, nobody beat me in the open quarter. My senior year, I was undefeated. And I ran with hurt. And I was injured. You know what I'm saying? So if you knew me, period, back then, I was known for speed, because that's what I was. I wasn't playing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. So, in this story, hold on quick, y'all. Check two. Yeah, so, hold on, y'all. Let me get to this real quick. Okay, bet. So, anyway, like I say, man, I was virtually undefeated my senior year. Granted, we make it out. Of course, we make it to state. You know what I'm saying? I ran a hell of a leg in state, which we finished second. By inch, you know what I'm saying? But and the only reason why that happened because I got moved to the third leg, which I ran the ankle leg on all relays. But on that particular race, like I said, I had re-injured my groin, so that's why I had to run out of place. But if I'd have stayed in my leg, we would have won. But let me say all this to say this. R.I.P. to Mr. Wesley. I want to let everybody know this is no disrespect on his name. This is no disrespect in any way, form, or fashion. It's just the truth. And for years and years and years, after me being once removed out of high school, Mr. Wesley would always approach me with the same story because he knew he had guilt and he knew that he didn't do his service towards me. And I used to always tell him, like, hey man, that's water under the bridge. You know what I mean? I moved on from that. But let me say this. By me having this spectacular track season in high school, I mean spectacular, one day Mr. Wesley came and asked me, now let me bag up. Now, if you don't know, my senior year, I moved with my daddy. My daddy lived out Greenwood Road. right? For my senior year, I didn't even live on the Cook Road. I moved with my daddy. Actually, I was in Fair Park District. So I was supposed to transfer to Fair Park my senior year. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Because a lot of them guys, I knew a lot of them guys that played on that team, and they was trying to, that whole summer, they was trying to recruit me to go to Fair Park. They was like, yeah, man, you come over here, man, automatically, you already know you're going to start a football. Automatically, man, y'all know how, you know how our program is. We get players in college. This is what they players are telling me. But I thought about it, and my daddy asked me, you know what I'm saying, he asked me that I want to switch schools, and my daddy asked me, and I thought about it. And I said, man, you know what, nah, I can't sell my hood out, I can't sell my school out, I can't do it, you know what I'm saying? So, I stayed at Green Oaks. But the only thing about it was, if I was going to stay at Green Oaks, how would I get to school? You know what I'm saying? Because my dad and my stepmom, they worked, you know what I'm saying? So the time I go to school, the time I had to be at school, that was the time they had to be at work. So I forgot how we told Mr. Wesley, or I think I mentioned it to him or something, that I was going to end up probably having to transfer to school. So if you don't know, Mr. Wesley lived right off Jewella. I'm staying with my daddy right off Greenwood Road back there off Golf Links up and off Curtis Lane. That's where my dad lives. So, and them nice houses back there. So Mr. Wesley was going to pick up Derek Wallace. Y'all know D-Dub. D-Dub lived off Justice Street in Queensboro. So they basically right around the corner from each other. And he used to pick up Mr. Minor. I don't know if Mr. Minor's still living or not, but I pray that I hope he is. But if he is still living, ask Mr. Minor about this story. So Mr. Wesley started coming to pick me up from my dad's house, and then once he started pulling up over there, he saw how my dad was living. You know what I mean? As far as the house, he had cars everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Wesley would always poke fun. You know, every time we get to school or we'll get around other kids, he'll always be like, do you know where his daddy lives? His daddy has money. His daddy has this. His daddy has that. You know, which was cool. I would laugh, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was still like embarrassing to me, like, cause I didn't really want everybody to know, you know, that type of business, you know what I'm saying? But I was still cool with it, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, every now and then he would, you know, just bring this up all the time. All the time he was just bringing this up. When my daddy has money and this, that, and the other, right? So again, cool. So what I didn't know was, at the time, resentment was like building up some type of way. I don't know why, but it was. Because I started sensing it. Because it wasn't just in a matter, at that point, it had transferred. It wasn't just a matter of his father has money. It was more of a, oh, you privileged now. No. But that's the way he was taking it. For some reason, I don't know why. So, again, I never changed. I still was the same kid. I didn't even tell, like I said, a lot of my classmates didn't even know that I was living on a Cooper Road my senior year. I never told nobody because to me it wasn't nothing to tell. You know what I'm saying? So from that point, let me see. Like I say, yeah. So my whole senior year, it's like some type of way Mr. Wesley was like building some type of resentment towards me. You know, I don't know why, but he was. So. Now mind you, track season rolled around. I have a spectacular track year. I never missed practice. Came every day. I worked hard. I did everything I was supposed to do. So I remember one morning. I never forget it. Like I said, if Mr. Minor is still living, y'all ask him this. One day, Mr. Wesley had picked me up for school, and me, Derek Wallace, him, and Mr. Minor in the car. So. I never forget, we were going over the bridge, Cross Lake Bridge, getting out from Blanchard Road back there. So, for some reason, Mr. Wesley just started going off on me. man, I'm talking about just saying a whole lot of hurtful stuff, man, that was just like, it was uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? But that was the day I really knew that was the day I knew it was a lot of resentment. Like I say, I didn't know where it was coming from or why, I don't know. But that day, like the whole ride from Curtis Lane all the way to Green Oaks, Mr. Wesley was just screaming, yelling, cussing, putting me down, saying all this stuff. Just Mr. Minor was in the passenger seat crying. You know what I'm saying? He kept trying to get Mr. Wesley, you know what I'm saying, to stop saying these hurtful things to me. I'm sitting in the back seat, like I'm taking it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking out the window, but in my head, I never forget this, in my head, I kept trying to figure out why. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never did nothing to you, man. I ain't never, and like I say, in this story I'm telling y'all watching this, I only told like two or three people of this, and my whole life. You know what I'm saying? My mom, I ain't never even told my mama this. But I'm telling you, I know of course she's gonna see it now. But anyway, cause a lot of people had a lot of questions. Like why I didn't get a scholarship out of school. I remember I used to hate hearing that question pop up in my head. It wasn't the fact that why I didn't go to school. It was the fact that why didn't I receive a scholarship? And everybody knew I was well deserved of a scholarship. Man, hell, I supposed to went pro. That's just flat out. Because I knew up here I was mentally ready back then because of the work I put in and the way I studied everything. You know what I'm saying? From a physical, you know what I'm saying, mental standpoint, you know what I'm saying, to play the game of sports. So, back to, like I say, for some reason, man, he's just going out for me, man. We get to school, and he basically telling me, don't repeat this to nobody else, this, that, and the other. So I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, I'm a young man, I didn't been through some of the toughest things in my life. You think this, like somebody talking to me crazy, like that wasn't gonna bother me. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, like I say, hell of a track season I go through that year. And I'm gonna fast forward, right probably about a month before we get out of high school, like a month before we get ready to graduate, I'm in the gym playing basketball. I'll never forget this day. I'm in the gym playing basketball. We playing pickup game basketball. We cool. Mr. Wester comes up to me. Lucky, come here. I'm like, yeah, I threw the ball over there. Yeah, what's up? Come over there where you at. They say, Lucky, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Everybody know me, man. Especially back then. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm a colorful kid. Excited, full of energy. Then you ask me a question like this in the height of playing basketball. He asked me a question. He said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I said, hey man, I see myself one day being a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Being successful. I said, just like that. And he was like, all right, he walked off and I continued playing my basketball game. You feel me? So, like I said, it's like a month and a half or so, probably a good month before we get ready to get out of high school. So, for those that know, when you playing sports, you have a banquet. You know what I'm saying? You have a banquet at the end of the year. So we have our banquet, and we have our football and track banquet is at the same time. You feel me? So we all in the banquet. You know what I'm saying? I get dressed up. You know what I'm saying? My parents didn't even come. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think me and D-Dub came together or something. So I go to the banquet, you know what I'm saying? We all up in there chilling, all the players up in there, athletes, we up in there cool now. They got food, music and stuff, we chilling. You feel me? So we go through the football stuff, you know what I'm saying? We pass out all the trophies, the certificates, you know what I'm saying? All this good stuff going on. So of course I get my football trophy, I get my certificate, you know what I'm saying? We all up in there hooping it up, you know what I'm saying? We all cool and laughing, chilling. So it come We get through with the football stuff. Now we going to the track stuff. Now mind y'all, Kenzie Montgomery had started going to our high school his senior year. He transferred from Norwood and came to Green Oaks. Cool. So, like I say, we sitting up in the banquet, you know what I'm saying, we doing the track stuff. And they pass our final track plaques and stuff. Then they get around to the scholarships. So, I think he had like 5 or 6 scholarships, you know what I'm saying? They had them all lined up there. Something like that. I want to say like either 5 or 6 or 7. Something like that, you feel me? So, now mind y'all, I don't care who it is. You can go and ask anybody that went to high school with me, when you brought up running, when you brought up track, speed, my name was coming up first. Cause that's what it was. I was speed, that's what it was. This ain't about no being cocky, it's just what it was. Now, I'm sitting up in this banquet, right? I'm chilling, you know, sitting back. Like I said, they go to calling off first scholarship. Just for example, James Bailey. He go up, shake everybody's hand, you know, his parents walk up, take pictures, boom, 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 go. Who went next? I think he called Kenzie. Like I said, I can't remember the order, but he called Kenzie. Boom, he go up, shake his hand, take a picture, boom, he go. Fabian Terry go, boom, take his picture, boom, 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 go. Who else? Who else got a scholarship? I can't really remember everybody. But anyway, so just imagine me, I'm sitting here, you know, I just know my name finna get called. That's just, I'm thinking he just saving me for the fanatic. But I'm sitting, I can see from where I'm sitting at the table, I can see the table. I don't see no more scholarships. I don't see no more scholarships on that table from where I'm sitting at. So I'm like, man, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, now just imagine the pressure that's on me in this moment. Now I got all my football players right here, all my track athlete partners right here. They asking me, look at man, what's up, man? Where your scholarship at? I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know, bro. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So on the outside, I'm being cool. I'm trying to be cool, but on the inside, I'm destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, Mr. Wesley made his way to me. Yeah, look, let me talk to you for a minute. I'm like, okay, so we kind of like step to the side. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He said, well, I couldn't believe this, bro, man, then watch this. He said, remember when I asked you about a month and a half ago, when I asked you, what did you see yourself in 5 years? And I'm like, yeah. He said, you said you wanted to be a millionaire. I was like, yeah. Well, when I asked you that question, I didn't think that you would take he said, I couldn't believe this shit. He told me the reason why he asked me that question, and he said the way I answered him, he felt like I wouldn't take school serious. He told me, that's what he told me. He said when I answered the question, when I say when I told him I see myself being a millionaire, he told me about me answering like that he felt like I wouldn't take school serious. And on top of him saying that, he felt like my daddy was gonna pay my way in school. Man, I looked at Mr. West and I'm like, what? What? I'm like, man, what does my daddy's money has to do with something that I earned? I earned that. You know what I'm saying? I earned it. And he could, and that was it. And he walked off. So for a long time, like I say, I'm telling this story now. Like I said, because I got this podcast and I got a lot of stories to get off, and I just felt like this would be perfect, you know, for this platform that, you know what I'm saying, to get this stuff out. Like I said, I want to told 2 or 3 people this story in 20 years. You know what I mean? And for somebody who I work my butt out for, somebody who I train hard for, to turn around and do me like that, I didn't get over that for a long time. It took me a long time to get over that. What you call it? On the inside, it took me a long time to get over that. But what I did, I'm gonna tell you what I did with that though. I took them same stories and that same energy, and I build my kids up with them stories, because I told them, look here, man, I know where I was supposed to be. I said, because sometimes in life, it's like a lot of y'all right now on your jobs, this, that, and the other, sometimes your best ain't good enough. Sometimes you can do your best and still fall short. You still won't be rewarded. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times, a lot of y'all bust y'all butt on y'all job, but guess what? You still get looked over. They still point out somebody else and give somebody else the credit for the hard work that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something in life. Most people are afraid of who you may become. Most people already see where you can head. They see it in you. Just like how you see it, they see it in you. So they won't help you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid of what you're gonna become. Anywhere you go, you still gonna become that anyway. So like I say, I just use that situation, and I use that information for my kids. Look, man, I always work hard. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened to me. Anytime you think you're going harder, go an extra mile. You know what I'm saying? Because it's possible. So, and like I was saying, for years, Mr. Westwood always bring that up, man, because he knew deep down in his heart that he did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that was just a part of my chapter. You know what I'm saying? And I think about that all the time. Like, damn, what if I would have went to school? Damn, I wonder what kind of athlete I would have been. Damn, I wonder how I would have competed on the next level. Damn, you know, I think about that stuff all the time. But at the end of the day, I still could have went to school. I still could have walked on somewhere. But at the end of the day, I earned it. You feel me? I earned it. I earned that scholarship. I worked my butt out for that, and the whole world seen that. The whole city seen that. It wasn't an athlete in Shreveport, Louisiana at that time, and all the other cities we ran against. Everybody knew me. They knew me. You know what I'm saying? You know how you go to that track? You know how you go to them track meets, and you be like, hey, that little black dude right there, watch him when he run. You know what I'm saying? When I get ready to run, everybody in the stand up, because I'm finna put on the show. They finna be like, wow, that was my goal, that was my agenda. Hey man, I'm finna give y'all something to see. I'm finna show y'all how far advanced I am from the rest of these guys I have on this field with me. So at the end of the day, like I say, the moral is, man, you know, you can turn something that's deemed negative and you can turn it into a positive. So that's what I'm doing now. 20 years later, I'm turning this story into something positive. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, that's what it's all about. I never stop striving. You know what I'm saying? I never stop pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working toward that $1 million. I'm gonna get that $1 million. See, when I get that $1 million, I'm gonna tell that story again. I'm gonna tell that story again with a pile, sitting on a pile of money. You feel me? I'm headed there. You feel me? So y'all share this video. You know what I'm saying? Right now, while you watching this video, make sure you share this story, because somebody else might need to hear this right now. Somebody else might be going through this or been through this. You know what I'm saying? Or their kids might be in sports right now, facing something like this right now. You know what I'm saying? So share this video, and that's been Storytime with me. You feel me? They Part of podcast. It's your host, Go Lucky. Y'all stay tuned.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Day Part podcast Storytime. That was episode 2. Y'all stay tuned for more stories from your boy. Yeah!